Hello everyone, SB Architects here. In this tutorial I'm gonna show you new grass material in Twinmotion 2025 1.1. With this new feature, we will have another option to place grasses in our scene. Previously we were using scatter, paint and area tool to do this. Now we have parametric grass material which automatically creates 3D grass as well as landscape texture. Let's open up our previous tutorial and replace this grass with the new one. Alright, here we have opened our scene, and as you can see we placed our 3D grass with the paint vegetation, and also we placed some other vegetation to make this scene more beautiful. And here you can already see the 3D grass textures. It's under the library, material and 3D grass under the materials. Now we will just drag and drop here, but before that I'm going to delete this paint vegetation or just unhide it. As you can see we already have a landscape terrain, but using this 3D grass will change this terrain texture as well. And as you can see it created already, and we have our grass. Very nice, fast and quick. As you can see in the right of the window we have 5 different types: the flat grass, thin grass, straight, lawn and field grass. Now I'm going to mention something. For instance, I'm going to render this scene from top, and as you can see this grass is light yellow, but if I change my direction, it changed its color. Because for this kind of scene, now this scene is overcast, but I want this grasses darker. So to do it, I will go to color, enable this green color, and after that I will change the yellow to a dark color. Once we achieve this, we can add color variation, something like this, and we get darker grass to match the scene. But as you can see, if I change the camera, the grass color is changing. I will show you better. I will just drag and drop this texture to here. Our properties will apply more prominent. I will reduce the color variation and change the amount type. After that, I will render from this angle. Now as you can see, the grass is brighter. Now the grass is dark. Anyway, it's not so important, but if you go to renderer for path tracing, your grass colors will be more precise and stabilized. If I were to give more sample to render, it will be way more clear and sharper, and I believe your renders will be ready way more quicker. Our new grass tool is under a new folder, so that means I think in the future they will add more material under this 3D grass folder. This is not simple 3D grass, but I believe there will be some clover with flower grass type and other variations as well. But this tool, 3D grass tool, was expected for a long time, and it's a very nice start for Twinmotion. Let's assign this grass to our landscape texture to here, and I will show you something. It's generating right now. Let's zoom inside, and here you can see whole landscape was assigned to 3D grass, and it's very quick, and your computer doesn't slow down. If we were to place all system by using the paint vegetation tool with some kind of elements, vegetation elements like grass, this was impossible. As you can see, this field, grass field, is unlimited, but if I change this to all system, I will show you. I will go to library and go to grounds, nature. Now I am following the old system for making grass, and I will use this paint vegetation to here to make it way more quicker. I will maximize the grass size, and that's it. As you can see, we have our limit. We cannot see behind this border. This is our border for grass. If I move, the border changed according to your camera position, and this is impossible to create animation for landscape grass. Of course, you could go to Edit, Preferences, and go to the grass fading. You can change it, but it's now in the maximum. You cannot do this for more value, but with this new feature, it's unlimited right now. Now I will add some color variation, make this darker, add some green, maybe dark, I don't know, and reduce amount type to make it more realistic. Maybe we can change the scale 1.2, and that's it. Of course, we can combine this with the previous tool. What kind of achievements we can have? For instance, we can go to Populate, Place, Paint, but this time we will place some under the library, vegetation, grass and flowers. We can add flowers, weeds, and etc, etc, maybe some tall grass. And I will paint on this material. And after that, I will select them, reduce their density. It's too much. Maybe 1%. I will uncheck this, and now the grass is way more realistic. We can get some nice shot by combining the main vegetation and new grass. Anyway, we have more features under this new version of Twinmotion. We have new materials under the clay. We will see under the modeling, and we will see 10 kind of clay texture for automotive industry, and you can use them as well. Also, we have new options for unit system. You can use the millimeter unit system from the preferences, and you can choose the millimeters. And after that, we have another new feature about placing pivot point for the objects. For instance, you are going to import a different model from a different source. Let's say that we have imported an armchair model, and we are going to move this model to here, this sidewalk maybe, but here you can see the pivot point is in the middle of our model. We need to fix this, because if we want to use quick move with shift and click this sidewalk, your model will be placed according to their pivot point. Now we have a different tool, a new tool, this editing pivot options. We can use the center pivot down, and we can use align toward. If we select this center pivot down, you will see your pivot will be immediately go to bottom of the armchair. Now we can hit the shift, click the surface, and we can easily place where we want to place. Also, in the new feature of Twinmotion, we have new modeling tools. Let's click the modeling, and you will see the merge and split commands. With this split command, you can separate your model between their material types or material IDs. I will show you. Let's click this split, and by the way, this is a complete whole model. You can see it from here. By clicking this armchair, I will be selected this white part and also the legs, and in the object browser you can see its whole object. I need to separate them because I want to change the textures or maybe remove some kind of model or material used model in the armchair. To do it, I will go to modeling and click the split, and I can split this by material ID. What is it means? You can separate to this linen or fabric material according to this fabric material, or according to this iron material. Or if the chair's leg models were the same material and still joined, we could use this split by connected group. Let's click that. And as you can see, it was separated for each leg. I can move each leg separately, but they are same texture. Let's go back. This time I will select by material, modeling, split by material, and now we will have only two different model. First one is the soft part and second one is the iron part. I can remove something here, and after that by selecting both of them I could go back to modeling and click merge. And this was about modeling options. We have another options under the preferences, new feature. Under the navigation we have this new camera inertia preferences. We can increase this value. Let's click OK. And here you can see while you move, your camera will stop way more smoother. I will make it maximum. Now it starts smooth, slow, and stops smooth. It's like animation. I suggest you using this in the minimum value. And these were the new features of Twinmotion 2025 1.1. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Until next one, have a nice day. Bye.